a small, sun-dappled town nestled near west, whispering forest, a young girl named Lena lived with her parents. The forest was a magical place, filled with secrets waiting to be uncovered. One crisp autumn morning, the family decided to venture into the woods to forage for mushrooms and berries, a tradition that had been passed down through generations. The air was filled with the earthy scent of fallen leaves, and the vibrant colors of the trees painted a picturesque backdrop. As they parked the car, Lena's excitement bubbled over. She loved the thrill of exploring, her imaginations running wild with the thoughts of hidden treasures among the trees. With a smile on her face, she hopped out of the car, her parents trailing behind, laughing and chatting about the plans for the day. Once they entered the forest, Lena's parents began to gather mushrooms, their eyes scanning the ground for the perfect finds. But as they moved deeper into the woods, Lena's curiosity got the better of her. She spotted a particularly interesting patch of wild flowers and wandered off. Entranced by their beauty, she imagined fairies dancing among the petals, and for a moment she lost herself in daydreams. When she finally turned around, she realized she had strayed far from her parents. Panic gripped her heart as she called out, but her voice was swallowed by the rustling leaves. She was alone. The realization hit her like a cold wave. She had wandered too far, lost in her own imagination. Lena stumbled upon a massive tree, its trunk gnarled and ancient. To her surprise, there was a small hollow at its base, resembling a cave. Drawn by curiosity, she crawled inside, seeking solace from the overwhelming fear. The darkness of the hollow enveloped her, and she felt a chill run down her spine. Inside, the walls were raw and damp, and the air was thick with the scent of fears. As she sat there, tears streaming down her cheeks, memories of her mother flooded her mind. Her warm hugs, the sound of her laughter, and the comfort of her presence. Lena felt utterly alone, the weight of her sorrow pressing down on her. Suddenly, a gentle breeze began to swirl around her, soft and soothing. The wind caressed her face, lifting her hair as if trying to comfort her. It whispered through the hollow, wrapping her in a tender embrace. In that moment, Lena felt a connection, understanding that she was not truly alone. The wind was there, a silent companion in her despair. The breeze intensified, swirling more vigorously now, and Lena felt a strange energy building around her. It began to break apart the walls of the hollow, the row of ears crumbling away as the wind guided her. With a rush of air, the cave opened up, freeing her from the confines of her hiding place. As she emerged, the wind transformed into a guiding force, nudging her gently forward. Lena felt an instinctive trust in its presence, as if it understood her heart's longing. She took a deep breath and followed the breeze, which danced through the trees, leading her deeper into the forest. The path was fraught with challenges. She encountered brambles that reached out like hands, threatening to ensnare her, but the wind blew fiercely, parting the thorns and clearing her way. She stumbled over roots that twisted like serpents on the forest floor, yet the wind caught her, steadying her as she regained her balance. In the distance, she could hear the faint sound of her parents calling her name, their voices hashing in the stillness. With renewed hope, Lena pressed on, the wind guiding her through the maze of trees. She crossed a small stream, the water sparkling in the dappled sunlight. The wind pushed her gently forward, urging her to keep moving. As she navigated the forest, she encountered a fallen branch blocking her path. Just as despair began to creep in, the wind blew hold, lifting the branch effortlessly and clearing the way. Lena gasped, realizing how powerful the wind had become, a guardian watching over her. Finally, after what felt like an eternity, she broke through the last line of trees. There in small colonnades stood her parents, their faces etched with worry. They were searching frantically, calling her name with desperation. The wind swirled around Lena, encouraging her to step forward. With a burst of energy, she ran into their arms, tears of relief streaming down her face. Her mother enveloped her in a tight embrace, whispering words of love and concern. The wind danced around them, a joyful presence celebrating their reunion. In that moment, Lena understood the bond she shared with nature and the untouchable wind that had guided her home. It was a reminder that even in moments of fear and loneliness, she was never truly alone. The wind would always be there, a silent guardian, ready to guide her.